Okay. Okay. That's awkward. Hello. What was my speech? Sorry. Okay, so I'm Amira Yasser, and today we are going to. Okay, that is not how you should go through a talk, let alone go through life. What do you think when you see someone presenting that way? For me, I immediately think of confidence. I think that person has low confidence. And for me, that was how I were before I had my confidence back. So today I'm gonna share with you the 3 steps that helped me gain back my confidence. I'm Amira Yasser, and this is my life, my story, my experience. During the summer, I've conducted a survey of 120 people where I asked them to rate their confidence from 1 to 10. 1 being the absolute worst, while 10 being they're on top of the world. The results were not shocking, but they were disappointing. 76% said 6 out of 10, 11% said 8 out of 10, 2% said 9 out of 10, and only 1% said 10 out of 10. And when you think of the dangers of having low self-esteem, you start to get the bigger picture. The consequences of having low self-confidence is avoiding talking to people, not pursuing the career you want, developing anxiety, or even staying in toxic relationships. A bit of a backstory on me. I was always a happy child. I never had any problem with my confidence until I got to 5th grade, where I had a huge falling out with all my friends. And they all left. And so did my confidence. I started to hide away from people. I started to stick to things. I didn't want to communicate or socialize. And me being a very social person, that took a toll on me, a really bad toll. So one day, I knew I had to change that. And I had to do it with myself. So I followed the 3 steps that I will share with you. And they helped me. Tip number 1. If they don't like it, they can go tell my dad. This is my mom's life motto. I remember when I was a little girl, we went to the grocery store. And there was this salesman who was selling samples of coffee, and I really wanted one. But I was too shy. My mom took my hand, looked me straight in the eye, and told me, if they don't like it, they can go tell my dad. Which means that no one is allowed to judge you. And you shouldn't care about what others people judge you. Only your parents can. Or the people you're close to, who you care about. Because then, they don't judge you to put you down. They judge you criticismally. They judge you to improve you. So when she told me that, I reflected on it. And I thought about it. If I saw someone walking up to the salesman and asking for a sample, would I judge them? No, because there's nothing to judge. That's exactly my point. So why am I judging myself for something I won't judge other people for doing? So the more I realize that I'm doing this, the more I try to stop it. And I can finally say, I stopped. Tip number 2. Go to unfamiliar places with familiar people. For me, that was going to a 13-day camp outside of the city with only my sister and a backpack. Yeah, I know. For you, that could be going to the farthest away beach with only your closest friends. The friends who have seen and loved your quirky side. The friends who don't judge you at all. Then, you go there, you jam off to your favorite music. You act as if you're in your room alone, because that's what you're doing on a bigger scale. And tip number 3. This is the final tip, I know. And if you're going to take anything from this speech, I highly recommend this one, which is fake it till you make it. Confidence is a cycle, you see. You fake your confidence, people will admire your confidence, and your confidence will increase. But never forget that sometimes you will wake up and your hair will be all messed up, and your clothes will look like trash on you, and you just want to curl up in bed and never wake up. That's okay, because confidence is an ongoing battle. Sometimes you'll win, sometimes you'll lose, but you'll always be in the fight. Thank you.